forums and on Reddit what questions the fans have for developers of Evolve. So our first one is from Kevin, and he's asking, will we have the ability to play any private matches with friends and AI, filling out the Mystic spots?
Yeah, so we get this question a lot. A lot of people are a little weary of multiplayer. Are there any like strictly single-player gamers out there? All right, there's one or two. Yeah, there are a few of you usually. So, one, yes, AI can fill it out. So if you don't want to play online, or if you want to play maybe 2-3 buddies, but you want a computer opponent as the monster or as the hunters, the AI can fill those slots. It's very similar to how it was in Left 4 Dead. Also, if you don't want to play, if you're a single player type of person, you can go ahead and try out the monster. So the monster is not a cooperative experience. It's that competitive solo experience. So if you want to be one person fighting the best AI you can find, which is a multiplayer a lobby with 4 really elite hunters, the monsters is where you'd want to check out.
That seems like it's more your scene, Jack.
No, I do like playing as the hunters, but I like full bragging rights to be on me, so that's why I try to play as the monster as often as I can.
You take all the risk and all the reward, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So our next question from Ricochet is asking, what about earned skins or cosmetic items?
So, yes, Evolve will feature customization options. So far we've announced that there's a Savage Goliath skin. That's included in our Monster Expansion Pack pre-order bonus. So if you pre-order the game, you're going to get this cool skin. It's going to set you apart from different Goliaths out there. As well as the Hunters. So we've also announced that the Hunters will be getting weapon skins of their own. So we've got the Exterminator weapon skin pack with EB Games. That's going to let you skin out the first 4 weapons and customize them that way. And there'll be future stuff down the line.
So our next question is from Chase Tomkalski. And he's just asking simply, is it going to be good?
Yeah, all right, great question, Chase. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really into Evolve. I've been playing the game for over a year now. It's come a long way, and it's gotten better and better, and it's going to continue to get better. If you're a doubter, if you want to try it out for yourself, we've got it right back there. You can leave me talking right now. Go get in line. It's going to be a blast. It's one of the best games I've ever played. I'm very big into multiplayer gaming, into that competitive scene, and I've never played a game that's given me the same experience that I've gotten from Evolve. Like I said, adrenaline pumping. I'm usually shaking after every match.
Yeah, with it being so dynamic, every map's different, the wildlife's different, the weather's different every time you play, and the hunters and monsters are different every time as well.
Yeah, every match is a new match, and that's why I love that competitive multiplayer game.
Our next question from Tony is asking, how much can this monster really evolve? Is there going to be some kind of level you have to reach it, for it to grow and mutate?
All right, Tony. So Tony has not been watching the demos that I've been showing. You do have an Evolve meter, so that was that round circle. That was that blue circle that I was filling up while eating. So once that gets filled, I can then evolve to stage 2. I'm gonna then have to fill a bigger circle, and then I can evolve to stage 3. Stage 3 is the maximum evolutions. That's when I'm my biggest, baddest self. Full power, all my abilities, and I'm ready to go in for a fight.
And that's the name of the game, right?
Sure.
So our next question from Connor Sargent is asking, will Evolve have any offline play, like split screen or bots?
So Evolve will not have split screen. The CryEngine that we're using, CryEngine 3, it's a beautiful engine, and it creates very lush environments, dynamic AI, and because we're putting all that power and all of that variety into that engine, we can't offer split screen. Also, it'd be a little weird if you were playing Monster and a hunter was sitting right next to you sharing the same screen. It's like those old days of GoldenEye where you gotta put up the cardboard.
No screen cheating. No,
yeah, we're not into screen watching. And bots, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, AI bots can fill the game, so if you don't want to play, if you only want to play with 4 of your friends, you want an AI bot to fill the 5th slot, totally doable.
So our next question from Joseph Cortez is asking, will you be able to aim down your sights at Evolve? I know when you play as a monster, it's third person. But if He plays the hunter as first person though.
Yep, the hunters. So today you didn't see me from the hunter perspective, but yes, the hunters are a first-person shooter experience, and many of their weapons you can aim down the sights. I like the nitty-gritty question there. As you saw with the monster, that's in third person. So the monster used to be in first person. We changed it so it's in third person so that you can actually see how big you are. When you're this giant evolving beast, looking down, like looking in a first person view, you wouldn't really know where your arms and legs are and how big you are. This lets you survey the field. It helps you climb over obstacles and land all of those massive abilities that you have.
So our next question is one of the more popular ones. A lot of people have been asking, what have you been doing to keep it from getting stale?
Yeah, a lot of people are concerned about this. I can tell you that I've played like one map for a month straight, had a great time, but you don't have to worry about that because Evolve is going to ship with over 12 maps. In addition to that, every map is randomly generated with specific wildlife. So we've got a zookeeper. So that's the AI system behind where the wildlife are going to spawn and what wildlife are going to spawn. So the variety comes from the perks. You don't know where the perked creatures are going to be. You don't know where their camps are going to be. It's going to change every time. So I can't know, the perk's over there, I'm going to go there every time. I'm going to have to actually go around the map and look for it. As well as weather systems. So there's dynamic weather systems on every map. It could be a storm. It could be clouds of smoke, acid. There's a lot of stuff out there that's going to cover up my tracks, do harm to both me as the monster and the hunters.
So even after a few months as a seasoned player, I really have to be on my toes every match.
Yeah, you never want to let off your guard and evolve. Every match is unique.
So our next question from Brad is asking, Evolve has a skill tree feature.
So yeah, when you saw that I was leveling up as the monster, that's where that skill tree comes into play. So you get 3 points every time you stage up. So you start with 3 points at level 1, 3 more points at level 2, 3 more points at level 3. You have 4 abilities at your disposal, and each ability can get a max of 3 points in it. So the skill tree allows you to choose what kind of abilities and what kind of playstyle you want to be. Sometimes as the Kraken, I'll go all 3 on Vortex and get a very strong Vortex off the bat. Other times, I may spread it around. Put 1 point in three of my abilities and get that cooldown. So that way I have 3 different abilities that have separate cooldowns so I can constantly be doing damage and using my abilities. It's all up to you how you want to play the game. Today I saw a guy, he went 3 Fire Breath, worked out perfectly, he was able to burn the hunters down, and I hadn't seen that in a while. So every ability and every way you skill has its advantages and disadvantages.
Our next question is involving if the game has a story to it. We've seen a lot of focus on competition and multiplayer matches. So is there any story element to the game?
So we haven't talked much yet about the backstory of the game. That will come soon. But the main story that I get from Evolve is from each match. So we play a lot of Evolve in the office, and I'm constantly talking about it. I've written emails, had phone calls where I'm like, oh my god, I played this crazy game, and I got to tell you about it. Every match is different, and they all have their ups and downs and their clutch, oh my god moments. So you really dictate the story. It's coming from you talking with 3 other people on your team, or you as the one monster dictating the play. I can have a horror style match, or I can have a rock and roll action movie one where I'm going all out using all my abilities, or the stealthy one where I'm sneaking up on people, I'm picking people off, and they don't know where I'm coming from.
And Shaq, we've talked a lot about all the work 2K's put into keeping the game fresh and always dynamic in every match. But Michael's asking in our next question, will there be different game modes?
There will be different game modes. That also is yet to come. But what you've seen today is Hunt. So Hunt is the flagship. That is our core game mode. That is 4 hunters hunting down 1 monster. The game mode does have that alternate win objective at the end where you can protect or destroy the power relay. But stay tuned for the other game modes because they're going to add a good bit of spice for any of you that are looking for more of that variety.
Now, that sounds great, but I mean, a lot of the questions keep coming back. The fans just aren't sure. This next question is after playing the monsters and hunters a few times each, what will keep them coming back for more?
All right, so we've announced 2 monsters. We've announced that the game is going to ship with 3 monsters at launch. So you've seen Goliath, you've seen Kraken. There's a third yet to be shown. We've also announced as part of our pre-order that you can get the 4th, which will be the first downloadable monster for free by pre-ordering the game. So that's 4 monsters within the launch period, as well as hunter teams. So we've already shown you 8 hunters, and there's 4 more coming on disc. So each class, you got assault, trapper, medic, and support. They're each very specific to their own roles, and you can spend a lot of time mastering each class. Within each class, you have 3 characters. Each character is unique. So, like I spoke about before, there is Val and Lazarus. Those are the 2 medics we've talked about. Val is very much the proactive healer. She's going to have a heal gun. She's going to heal you constantly during the fight. Lazarus, on the other hand, is more of a necromancer. He's going to bring you back from the dead. So instead of healing you during a fight, he's going to wait until you're incapped or dead, and he's going to bring you back to life. So that's just 2 different characters within one class that have very different playstyles. In our support class, we've got Hank. So he's this trucker dude. He's got a big old gun. He also has a shield generator, so he can shield his teammates from taking any damage, and he can also drop in a big missile barrage, which you guys saw earlier. The other support that we've talked about is a robot with a British accent named Bucket, and Bucket is really cool. He's got a guided missile launcher, some sentry turrets that he pulls out of his stomach, and he can rip off his head, send it into the sky, and use it as a UAV. So, once again, 2 completely different types of characters within one class. We've got different game modes. We've got multiple maps. There's going to be a lot of variety and a lot of mastery to be had in Evolve. And I'm very excited for you guys all to check it out when it comes out on February 10th.
And now, Shaq, you showed us a couple of great matches here. There was so much drama, and it was awesome gameplay. But fans don't have to take your word for it and just watch these videos, right? You know, go over to your booth and play out the game there. But we've also got a beta coming out.
Yes, so we have announced that there's going to be an open beta on Xbox One in January. So anyone with an Xbox One, I'm sure a lot of you in the crowd have them, you can just sign into your console and you'll be able to join in the beta. I'll be on there. My gamer tag is AfroDZShaq, so if you see me on there tearing it up, drop me a line.
Well, now I've seen your moves.
Yeah, I'm not too shabby. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the booth, play a few more games of Evolve. Feel free to come join me, and thank you guys so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Excuse me.